What's going on, guys? Hey, I debated on whether to make this, but I'm calmed down enough. I'm going to do it because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about this shit. Because that's the thing, if we don't say stuff, then later on people's going to say like, "Well, I didn't know you felt that way," so we'll just put it out there. See, if let's just say you're watching a stream, right, and you see the thumbnail and you see what it's about. It's about proving shit's bullshit. The stuff the person done was, wrong. People didn't like it. It was a friend who hurt another friend. But but let's go beyond that. If you looked on that panel, you seen four people, right? Two of those people had had their families brought into it, right? That would be me and Thunder. One of the people had lost his channel, a channel he had had for years. A very, everybody knew his channel. A lot of people that's known on YouTube came from his channel, got to be known that way. But the other guy, Torp, his family was brought in it too. But by a video that the other side, who you can say like, oh, this person did it, this person did it, but they all support it. They made a video of him trying to make him look like he was a certain kind, certain type of person, and everybody knows he's not. And like I said, that video had dire consequences in his previous another time. Like again, that's Torp. If he wants to explain that, it's up to him. It's not my business to say it. But everybody pretty much knows it. Now, some people don't because they'll say they're new, but that's the point. Why would you look and see a panel like that and think it's a good time to go up and say stuff like, "Oh, I don't take none of this seriously. I just go around joking around. I just tell jokes. None of this bothers me. Everybody needs to look in the mirror. What the fuck ever it was." That's the thing. It's not the time to do it. You see that as a panel. I mean, it's not like this ain't Oprah or the Jerry Springer show. It's not there to create a show. It's trying to get actual shit dealt with to stop this kind of bullshit. I'm fucking sick and tired of putting out fires for people, then new fires just arise and we keep letting them happen. I'm done. I won't do it no more. I am done. That's like, look at Red. For a year and a half, Red got ran over. I mean, nobody would stand up for her. She was getting fucked over left and right. So I remember me and Thunder kind of talked about it. We went back and did the research. Now, see, Flex, he had friends at the time. He trusted them because they were friends. But he found out they were lying to him because all the shit was there. You could see it. But why should he do it? Because he trusted his friends, right? But when Flex seen what really happened and he heard the whole story and he checked on it himself and seen the proof, you see where he's at now. But thing about it is, with Red, we all, she had, if she would have come out, she would have, instead of anything, she would have been buried worse. So when all this shit started happening with Cherry, I really started hammering his ass. Like that's like when, and I say it, when Thunder was on vacation, my goal was just to have Cherry gone before he got back because Cherry literally ruined it for Thunder. Thunder was, I mean, you can't blame him. Why would he want to come here? He's out enjoying, he's running around the country. Even when he's at home working, he's like in campgrounds, beautiful places. Then he comes on YouTube to hang out and have fun. And you got some dickhead wanting to do real life shit. See, everybody sees YouTube as like a fucking joke until it happens to them. And you all know this because a lot of y'all, you had shit said about your families. We've always had your guys' back, and you guys are fine with that. But when it happens to us, you don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. It's either it doesn't matter to me. Oh, I'm just joking around. I don't care about either side. I don't do about that. And that's fine. From now on, if somebody says they don't care about the sides and shit, that's fine. But I'm done with you. I ain't got nothing to I'm done. I had said earlier, like, I'm going to try to get along and shit. No, I'm not, because all that does is that lets the shit continue. You put out one fire, somebody else starts another one, you got to put it out. Same thing with, think about it. Cherry had his shit going. Well, he said he wasn't going to do it there, so he goes, when Roy put out the phone call, he recruits from that. He gets Hector, he takes his channel. We finally get that taken care of. Fucking Roy, he starts. Now Roy, he goes too far, this shit should be over. Everybody sees that people, they're terrible people. They will do terrible shit. They don't care who they hurt. I mean, Roy, like if you watch Thunder's live the night before, it went off the fucking rails, and that was crazy. I mean, I knew that was going to be bad. But again, if you listen to it, you hear Roy literally contradict himself so many fucking times in that thing. Anybody with a half a brain would know that. See, I seen another clip earlier. I didn't see the whole. I just seen a clip of it. But it was Jen and Tracy up there talking about Flex, and they were up there talking about something about Flex saying something like, and Jen saying Flex was going to try to get her to dox herself or some bullshit. Are you fucking? And what's funny about that? I want you all to think about that. Tracy's sitting there saying this to Jen. She's sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, that's what they're doing. That's probably what they're doing. Oh yeah, they're going to do it." Tracy, that's why I call you a dumb fuck. You're telling that to the person who did reveal your private conversations. That's the person who put him out that you were so pissed at. You guys couldn't stand each other a couple weeks ago. But now because you got like a common enemy, you don't care. I mean, that's so fucking fake. I mean, until I seen this shit on YouTube, I never knew there was a fucking world like this. Like I said, I mean, real life, this shit don't happen. You don't keep letting people back around. You don't keep, putting out fires and let people keep, coming around, destroying them, you know, using channels to come up there to get themselves seen. Because, like, again, the lounge, and this didn't happen on lounge, it happened on Thunders, but still, yet, people see 30, 40 people there, and it's like, hey, I can be seen. So they get up and trying to, it's not the time to come up and talk about yourself. It's not the time to even if you got somebody who thinks maybe they go both places and they go in the chat, and I ain't saying no names, but you know what I'm talking about. They go in the chat, they say stuff there, then they try to say stuff like, oh, well, I'm trying to, be, this way. I'm trying to stay out of the drama. I'm just going, I don't say nothing. I just go to both places. And, and that's 100% fact. You can go to both places. That's 100% your choice. You make a choice to do that. But see, my choice is if you're going to fucking hang around people who literally did the shit I just started this video out saying, my choice is to be done with your ass. Because, again, I've said this. If someone said shit, let's just, just put it this way. I ain't gonna even name it, but if somebody did shit to your family, say like your wife, if somebody did that to them, threatened them like that, said this shit about them like that, people would be done with them. I mean, you all remember when, and I thank Bobby for this. He went up on Hector's and he literally, called that shit out. And he said, from this moment on, if anybody has anything to do with Blaze and he's on their channel, I will not be around your channel. But Bobby, what you done was when you seen people said, "Ah, fuck it," they let them people back around instead of you saying like, "Oh, okay, they must value Blaze more than me." You stay over there with them. You're up there. They're putting his comments up while you're up there, or you're in the chat. You see them and you stay there. Do you think I see that and be like, oh, okay, that's Bobby being neutral? No, that's you supporting the channel that's fucking letting. And you see what they're doing, Bobby. You know they're full of shit. The Serb thing, you know he's full of shit. Tracy, you know she's fucking lying because a lot of the shit she says, you know the difference, but you don't call her out. Nobody does. Then you get people who will pop up on panels and say it's like, oh, I'm not in this. To me, I'm just joking around. I've only known about it for 2 weeks. Well, see, that's the thing. Torp has known about that video for years. And fuck it, I'll say it because Torp said it. His first wife literally drank herself to death over that same kind of shit. So do you think when Torp hears you say that you're up here doing jokes and shit, like, oh, I don't take it seriously, I just joke around. It's not the fucking time for that. It's not the time. And again, I'm done with this shit. I'm not going to go up on panels and start arguing again with people. I mean, I avoided that for weeks. See, when I heard somebody say stuff like, Jaded puts out bullshit content. I didn't want my video played on Flexes. I don't like that shit. Uh, then, you hear Reese saying shit like, what did he say? Like, oh yeah, I try to tell Jaded Flex is hurting. I'm see, that's what you all don't understand. Flex, it's not that, Flex is doing, I know Flex is doing it and I thank Flex for it. Again, my videos, unless you know who I'm talking about in them, they're not for the masses. So when Flex plays those, it's almost like a live for me because I can see people's responses. And the best part about it is he usually plays it before I get home because I hate to hear myself talk. I didn't know I talk as fast as I do. But I can go back and read the chat and see what people thought about it. He's doing me a favor because, again, think about it. We've all said this. A lot of people are known because of the lounge. So when Flex plays my video, a lot more people see. I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe this, but you can. And I hate to even bring this up because I mean, Flex ain't obligated to play my shit. And if he didn't, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad at all. I understand. Like if there's nights he has stuff. I mean, no, he's not obligated. But if he does play my videos, they get more views. I know that sounds weird, but go look at the ones he played and look at the ones he didn't play. But to say like, oh, I don't put my link in there for that, then you put it back in there, dude, you can't go on Robert Reese's fucking channel. I mean, slander the fuck out of us. Jada puts out bullshit content. He don't care about that. Flex does this, Flex does that. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm not fucking arguing with people. I'm done starting new fights, putting out other fights and starting new ones. I'm done. There's no sense in this shit. It's either people are real or they're fucking fake. So and when shit like this happens, like I said, what happened to Torp? See, the stuff happened to me and Thunder. It's just words, but it's our families that hurt. What happened to Flex? He lost a channel he had for a very long time that all of us knew about. Everybody in the gig community. They've been there one time or another. But what happened to Torp? I mean, think about how Torp felt. And it's not like, you can say like, well, I didn't know about that. Torp has said it many a times. If you watch The Lounge, if you watch Thunders, if you watch any of mine, we talk about it all the time since it happened to try to get it out there to let people know how fucking serious what Reese did was. But to come up and say it's all a joke and everything's funny to me, dude, it's not the fucking time. It's not the place. When Cherry said that about your family, how would you have felt if we'd have done that? We all had your back. We didn't sit there and say, "Oh, we just go over and fuck with Cherry." We're just joking around. I don't take none of this seriously. So y'all think put yourself in other people's shoes before you start saying shit. But like I said, and earlier I did say like I was going to try this to get along for peace, but I'm not. I'm not fucking around no more. I'm done. Because I mean, all I do is it feels like right now it's like I'm on a fucking hamster wheel. I get one fucking fire put out, and another one fucking arises, and I'm not keeping kindling them fuckers. So instead of anybody go fucking yourself, go reflect on yourself and think about it. Y'all have a good one.